Counseling Part 2. 3. Approaches: the directive approach, the non-directive approach, the eclectic approach. Counseling. Counseling service is an integral part of guidance program. Here we can see top 10 guidance services provided to students. Orientation service, pupil inventory service, occupational information service, counseling service, placement service, referral service, remedial service, follow-up service, research service, evaluation service. Here we can see directive counseling approach. It is also known as directive therapy or counselor-centered counseling or counselor's direction-centered counseling or prescriptive counseling or informative counseling. Counselor in directive counseling is authoritative person, active, dominant, speaker. Counselee works under counselor, not with him. Counselor leads to the situation, focuses on individual's problem, not on individual, and gives advice to the counselor. Counselee in directive counseling approach is listener and passive. In this counseling process, 6 steps are followed: analysis, synthesis, diagnosis, prognosis, counseling, and follow-up. The non-directive counseling. It is also known as client-centered approach or person-centered approach or permissive counseling. It is natural growing process, or we can say that it is natural self-healing process. In this approach, counselor is only catalyst agent. Counselee, who is known as client, student, people, person, learner, or individual. He is pivot of this process and remains more active and solve his or her problem on his or her own. In the non-directive counseling approach, 5 steps are followed. Step 1 is defining problematic situation, then free expression of feeling, then development of insight, then classification of feelings, and then termination of counseling session. The eclectic counseling approach. It is a combination and synthesis of the directive and the non-directive counseling and other available viewpoints and school of thoughts. Goal of the eclectic counseling is to apply techniques from a variety of approaches to best fit clients' need. In this process, counselor is active and cooperative, incorporates all those procedures and techniques which will be effective for counseling and adopts standard approach. And in this eclectic counseling process, counselee or client or student or pupil or person or individual is also active and cooperative in order to solve his or her problem. Sometimes counselee gets more weightage, sometimes counselor and counselee both get equal weightage depending upon situation. Here we can see elaborated form of the eclectic counseling approach. It's a combination of the directive counseling approach, the non-directive counseling approach, and other viewpoints and school of thoughts. Thank you.